Hey everyone, this is Jay again, coming to you live from Edmonton Comics right here in West Edmonton, Coin and Stamp, talking to you a little bit more about Comics 101, looking at some different stuff that you might want to get into. The default for a lot of people when they think about comic books is the monthly action-packed superhero comics, right? You're thinking of Superman, Batman, Spidey, the X-Men, the whole nine yards. But there's a lot more to comics than just superheroes, even though superheroes are pretty awesome. Go JLA. So what I'm going to do today is spotlight a little bit of the non-superhero stuff that you might want to check out. They're not really kind of time sensitive, things that you can pick up today or a year from now or down the road. Still grab a good story and enjoy it. I got a couple of titles here that we're going to check out. The first one I'm going to spotlight is written by a Canadian, Chip Zdarsky. Really funny guy, known for his great humor titles, but he's launched this new book called Stillwater. Now the premise behind Stillwater is it's a story that's set in a small town called Stillwater, and in this town nobody dies. Even if they want to, you don't get to die. That's it. Sounds pretty creepy, right? And it super is. The art is fantastic in there by Ramon Perez, and a couple of people who picked up the first issue already say they really kind of dig it. It's got a great hook, good cliffhanger, keeps you coming back for more. So not only will you get a good read out of it, supporting a Canadian hometown hero, well, and actually Chip Zdarsky is originally from Edmonton, so go Chip. Yeah, and you'll actually find that it's really good book to check out. The next title we're going to kind of bounce to over here is the Nancy Boy and Hardy Drew crossover story called The Death of Nancy Drew. Now, earlier in 2020, this book kind of got into a bit of hot water when people first heard about it. A lot of people who thought that Nancy Drew always playing a second fiddle to the Hardy Boys, they felt this was very much another scenario where the death of a female character was used to propel the profile of male characters. Now, a lot of this kind of came out long before the book ever did and before people really kind of knew and gripped on the premise of the story. But now that it's out, I can tell you there's a lot more to this than Nancy Drew being a casualty of war. And now for those of you who might be, you know, somewhat skeptical about my analysis, trust me, Nancy Drew comics have been far more popular than the Hardy Boys books. She's the star of the show and she's still the star, alive or dead, in her own series. It's a 5-issue series that's working its way through the second half of 2020. Definitely worth checking out. Now, the last book we're going to kind of pop off to here today is another comic from the revived rock and roll comic series. For those of you a little bit older in the crowd, you might remember these bad boys from the 80s. Low quality artwork, low quality paper and covers, but still really kind of cool, awesome stories to see your favorite rock bands in all their black and white and grungy gory. This particular issue features the band Sublime. So for a lot of you kind of like pop rock ska type folks that are out there, totally worth checking out. It's only a few bucks. Nice little added collection to your overall selection of stuff that you have. So you can add that another one to there if you're a fan, and even if you're not a fan, maybe you know someone who does. The great thing about rock and roll comics, standalone issues done in one. So you pick up one book, you don't have to worry about coming back every week. You can try something new the next time you come in. And we hope you do come in. Check out some of all the great comics here that we have at Edmonton Comics, located right inside West Edmonton Mall at West Edmonton Coin and Stamp.